basic of C, I will try to explain how a C program works from the beginning in simple ways and by showing you a sample C program. It will take like 10 to 15 minutes, and after that we will provide you with some lab tasks. In today's lab tasks, there are like 6 tasks. You will get 1.5 hours to solve all of them for now. So it's fine if you face problems with them. Try your best to solve as much as you can. While the tasks go on, will be available here in this Meet link. You will continue doing the tasks, and if you people are done early, you can come here and report that you are done. In that case, we'll go check your task, evaluate you, and after that you are free to go. And if you like fail to complete your task in time, it's fine. You will get like 4 days to do the rest of the task and submit them in a Google Classroom assignment. So first, let us take a look at what we are going to do today, the basic things. So again, can you see the code editor and everything?
Yes, sir.
So first, as we all know, C is a low-level programming language. It was initially built to write parts of operating system by Dennis Ritchie and Karen Gunn. And the first C standard is called K&R C. After that, we have had like ANSI C, the 1800 standard. Then we have like ISO C99 standard. Then we have C11, C17, and currently they are working on C2X. So C is a low-level language because it works really close to how like assembly language or machine language works. Assembly language is built to control machine language directly, and C is very close to low-level programming. That means all the powers are in your hand, what you want to do, how you want to manage your memory and everything. But as a result, there are also some pitfalls and some difficulties. The C language itself is actually quite small and simple. The original manual contained like only 48 or 49 pages, I think. So C by itself is really simple language, and there are only a few things that C can do. But with its libraries and all other things, you can accomplish everything that a computer needs with C. So initial sample, the steps of compiling a C program. C is a compiled language, and the steps, as I have written before, are preprocessor, and then compiler, and then finally a linker. I think I should also record this meeting. So let me just initiate the recording. Okay, so these are the steps of processing, of compiling a C program. It goes to a preprocessor, then a compiler, then a linker. So most common C programs will begin with something like this, includes, then they can enter many things, but most common one that we will be using for now is stdio.h. stdio.h is a header file that contains some information about how to print stuff on console, how to read input from user using the console, and so on. Standard input output.h. This is called preprocessor. After that, generally you have defined sections where people define their constant. Like if I want pi, define pi 3.1415927. So what it would do that whenever the program encounters the variable pi, so whenever the compiler encounters, the preprocessor encounters this word pi, it will replace the value with 3.1415927. Okay. After that, we can also have definitions, other definitions, and global variables, like this type of constants that I have shown you today in class, like constant, integer, x, this type of things. After that, every C, and there are also other definitions like definition of functions. We will discuss it later. Every C program must have a main function. And the most common type of main function that you will see for now is integer main void. So this is the entry point of the program where the program will begin execution. The program will have a start, but the execution will begin from within the main function. So there are other forms of main functions which you might encounter, right? Void, main, void. Another one is integer main, integer argc. Things similar to that. Okay. Or if there is nothing defined inside the brackets like this, it's similar to this one, exactly same thing. Right. There's no difference. Now, inside integer main void, first of all, what are these things? These are called comments. Comments will be, when the compiler compiles through the program, it will just do the comments. The comments will be just discarded. They mean nothing. That's for the ease of programmers and developers, so that they can understand what things do. In C, we have two types of comments. This is a single line comment. Anything after this double / symbol will be regarded as a comment, and anything that comes within / and then asterisk and asterisk / this is the beginning of a multi-line comment, and this is the ending of a multi-line comment. So in this way, we can do multi-line comments. Okay. So next one is variable definition and declaration. Variables can hold values for us, and the most two common types of variables you will see in C are integer, like int, and float. My float. If you can also initialize with them a value if you want, like my int is equal to 1. So my int now holds the value 1. If you do not initialize them with any kind of value, initialize values, they will hold garbage values. So actually, no one can tell what my integer will hold if you do not initialize the value, and it is fine because we can always initialize the value later. So my int is equal to 10. Now my int has the value of 10. If I want to initialize the value of my float, it is equal to 10.0f. So for floating points or floats are basically numbers with decimal point in them. The numbers that has fractional values. We attach symbol f after their value. F means float. We can also write 10.0. It will work just fine. Or we can write just 10. It will also work just fine. But when we write 10.0 f, it basically means this is a floating point. And just 10.0 is actually another data type that we have in C, which we will take a look at later. It's called double. So it's called double. So computers are not infinitely correct. That means if I have a number like 1.2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, there is a limit to how many characters or how many digits after the floating point will be accurately preserved. For float, I think it's 6 or 7 digits, and for double, it's like 15 digits. So if you want really precise calculation, you can use double. But for now, we do not need to take a look at double. Float is enough for us, for our purpose now. So anyways, that's float. Again, C program is evaluated sequentially. That means first this statement will be evaluated, then this one, then this one, then this one, and so on, step by step. Now, if you want to do some calculations with our program, we can, like we want to add value 15 with my int, we can write like my int is equal to my int plus 15. So now my int will hold the value of 10 because it previously had 10, and plus 15 is equal to 25. Or if I want to give a simple example, integer a is equal to 10, integer b is equal to 20, and like integer results is equal to A plus B. So in that case, the result will contain the value 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. 10 plus 20, 30. Similarly, we can also carry out floating point operations. Floats if A is equal to 12.2, floats if B is equal to 23.543, and we can write floats result is equal to if A plus if B. It is fine. One thing to remember, if we add an integer and float together, float is equal to, let's say, 10 plus 12.5, the whole calculation will be converted to float. So 10 plus 12.5 and the whole thing will be converted to float. One more thing, division in using integers. So let's say integer num1 is equal to 5, sorry, let's say 2. Integer num2 is equal to 5. Integer quotient is equal to num2 divided by num1. So you would expect that it would hold the result. This is basically 5 divided by 2. You would expect that it would hold the result 2.5, but that is actually not the case. In case of integers, when you divide 5 by 2, it will only hold the integral part. It will only hold 2. It will only hold 2, not 2.5. This is the thing to remember. Integer divided by integer will always result in another integer. So what would you do if you want to convert to float? You can convert as one of them with float, but we will take a look at them later. So for now, for the tasks that you need integer, keep all of those things as integer. For the tasks that you need float, keep all of them as float. That's for today's tasks. Okay. So integer divided by integer will always be integer, and it will be the integral part only. No rounding, nothing. It's not like 2.5 will become 3 or 2.7 will become 3. No. 2.7, 2.5, everything will become 2 if you divide it like that. And what if we want to get the remainder? Okay, we can get the remainder using rem is equal to num2, using another operator, that's the percent symbol, num2, it's num2, and it will return 1. Modulus operator or remainder operator, whatever you want to call it. And finally, about printing results, we can print an output using a command like this, printf. The first thing is called the format string. So we can write whatever we like here. And if you want to insert a value here by formatting it, for integer, we can write %d. And for float, we can write %f. And we can use things like \n. This is called an escape sequence. \n basically takes the cursor to the next line. So anything afterwards will be printed in the next line. So this is called a new line character. And then there are two format specifiers, %d and %f. So we'll pass two values here. So let's just for now print qt and res. So this will print qt and res here. And if you want to scan some value from user, so you can do it like this. Let's scan one integer input int. We'll store the value here, and first, it's always a good practice to put a print statement before the scan statement, so that the user knows that he or she needs to insert some values now. So and we'll scan an integer, so %d. Do not put \n in. Yeah, since. Okay, this is just print. Yeah, do not put any \n. That's fine. And then I will scan the value. Scan it. %d. And we want to input integer. We want to scan it to input integer. Remember to put the AND symbol. For now, just remember that you need to put the and symbol. We'll discuss about this and symbol later. What is this and symbol actually means, ampersand symbol. And then we can also print it out. Input. For now, it's fine if you forget to write the return zero statement, and also be careful about your semicolons, whether you're putting it or not, and we can print it out. So now if you compile it, gcc, and this is how you compile a program. If you know output.exe, that part is optional. You can give a name to the program you want or not. But for simplicity, you can just keep from command line. You can just keep it like gcc, and then the name of the path of the C file that you want to compile, like this. And if you are compiling from an IDE like CodeBlocks or Visual Studio or like NetBeans, Eclipse, or whatever you use, there will be a build button or build or run button. You can just play that and it will work. So if you run it, yeah, see, result indicator is 2, so it's 2.50000, that's fine. And if I insert an integer, let's say 51, so scan integer is 51. That's how it works. And remember to be careful about putting these things properly, like the format specifiers. Compiler will not check whether you are defining float with integer or integer with float. So always, if it's %d, put integer here. If it's %f, put float here. Okay. So any question regarding to the things that I have shown? If any question? If there is no question, then we'll proceed to the task. So it seems like you do not have any questions, so I'll stop presenting. I'll put the task in Google Classroom, and it will be mentioned 1 egg. So do the task. I'll upload it after 2 minutes at 4:10, and I think 1 hour and 20 minutes should be enough. So you have until 5:30 to finish the tasks. So I have assigned you with the tasks. You can find it in Google Classroom. It's assigned for all, but only the people from one way needs to do it. I can stop Tiger opening now. So take a look at the tasks, keep doing it. We'll be here after like 10 to 15 minutes. Me and Nafisa will go to each of you and check how you people are doing. In the meantime, if any of you have any questions, we are also here, and you can ask questions if you need. Alamazin, you want to say something? I'll be going for, yeah, Fardin Fayaz.
Sir, can we do this in any compiler and then upload it?
Yeah, you just need to upload your C file, the task that you do. You do not need to upload the exe file, right? And the assignment
sir.
says that you need to upload the C file. So I will check your code, not your executable. So in your case, you can do it in any compiler you like. And if you want, if you really want, so and you have tested it, on top of the code, comment your name and the compiler that you have used to compile the code.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
in the Google Classroom, the programs that you have assigned, should we do all of that now in 15 minutes?
In not 15 minutes, in 1 hour and 20 minutes. 5:30 is time, but you have date for you have deadline until 4 days. So if you that means at 5:30, we will evaluate all of you. Okay, we'll go through each one of you and see how much you have done. And then again, if you fail to complete all the tasks within that time, you will get 4 days to do it at your home in your free time and submit that as an assignment.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
So try to do as many tasks as you can by 5:30. Right, Ishraq?
Yes. Give your best effort. That's what is needed.
And if you need any help, we're here.